Everyone. Thank you, Phil, for the introduction. So I want to start by thank you, Informa, for partnering with Wireless Broadband Alliance, WBA, for co-locating Network X Americas with our Wireless Global Congress Americas. It's been a very successful partnership. And last year was the first year that we partnered here in the US. We have been partnering for the European event for longer. And one of the areas that I really told the team to improve was on our Wi-Fi. So I'm super glad that this year we have open roaming for everyone. I imagine that many of you are connected to the Wi-Fi through open roaming, either by using the carrier's credentials that are participating on this demo or using the Cisco app that is our Wi-Fi and open roaming sponsor, or any other open roaming credential that you may have, and we have been using it. And my talk today is really going to try to put you guys through an experience of open roaming. More than talking about the technology and what is the standards behind it, I really would like to share with you, and we go on a journey together on what is an open roaming experience. So open roaming, I like to say that there is two broad components of open roaming. So there is one component that is all related with the federated roaming, the ability to bring millions of Wi-Fi networks to connect with millions of users from different providers. And then there is another component that is all about passpoint technology, how I can have a seamless, automatic, and secure connection to the Wi-Fi. So when we combine those two components, we have this open roaming environment. Open roaming as a technology has been growing over the years. We see tremendous adoption throughout healthcare industry, retail industry, smart cities, education, stadiums, and many others. This is a crowdsourcing map that was set up for open roaming. It captures open roaming deployments all over the world. I can share with you that there is a small team of us that will receive a daily message with all the open roaming networks that are deployed. Every day there are new networks all around the world. Countries like US, UK, Belgium, Netherlands, Japan, and others have been really accelerating the adoption of open roaming. But more than talk about the technology, I want that you understand how it works and how it impacts our day-to-day lives. And what I did here, I have a short video that I recorded during the weekend when I arrived here to Dallas that showcased the potential of open roaming. And I'm going to use that video throughout my presentation. I will do a short story and an analogy to some episodes of my life that we can go together and understand how this technology works. So as you can see, I'm connected to the Wi-Fi at the Westin Hotel on the other side of the street. I'm using a City of Osaka, by the way, City of Osaka credential. I got out of the hotel. I start walking through the street. I'm going to this convention center. My Wi-Fi signal, if you look, is starting to lose coverage. So slowly my Wi-Fi coverage is starting to downgrade until a certain point that as I keep walking, I'm going to lose the signal of the Wi-Fi at Westin. And I'm back to 5G. So I'm now at 5G connectivity while I'm walking into the convention center. And as soon as I get really close to the convention center, my device starts to look at, okay, which Wi-Fi networks are available. And as soon as I touch the door, my iPhone is connected again to the open roaming. And this is the experience that we are developing with open roaming. So an environment that the network and the device can provide that fully automatic experience. And really to explain what is happening, I would like now to take you into a journey with me. So I think everyone knows what is this. So Wi-Fi AP, in this case, is a Cisco AP, our sponsor of Wi-Fi and Open Roaming here on the event. And this is my iPhone that I used to do that video. Now stay with me. So let's imagine now, completely different scenario. This guy is no longer one AP. This guy is the security guard of a nightclub at the door. You can imagine 250 pounds guy, full of muscles, 6'5" tall, all in black, dressing a leather jacket, scanning the street for everyone, checking who is passing. And this guy, let's imagine that is me 33 years ago. So Tiago, with 20 years old, with a beautiful and long hair. I know that is difficult to imagine. And this guy is a college student, has been studying all day, and decided to go out at night. So this guy is scanning the street. This guy is coming up the street. So this guy sees this one and say, hey, do you want to enter? Do you want to connect? What's the code that you have? And Tiago thinks, oh, maybe I have this code. Oh, your code matches with our party. Give me your ID card. Yes, I have an ID. It's from the city of Osaka. Oh, ID from city of Osaka. City of Osaka, is this ID valid or is just playing with me? Oh, it's valid. By the way, Tiago, you can join now the party, so your ID is valid. So this is just a simplistic explanation of what we saw in the video. So the device and the network are exchanging information that will allow that fully automatic experience. And this is a very basic explanation for something that is really complex. But what I want to share with you that this is just the beginning for a series of programs that we have in WBA to innovate on top of this basic explanation. For example, one program that I'm super excited about it is this guy, we go back to the man in black, authorize Tiago to get in. But imagine that Tiago says, wait, I'm not getting in until you tell me what type of music you have today, what type of drinks you have today, and how many people is on the party. So this guy has to tell Tiago, oh yeah, on the party it's Tuesday night, so we have 20 people. It's a calm night, we have a jazz music night, and we only have beer. And Tiago now has to make a decision. Do I want to join that party? Do I want to go somewhere else? Or I just want to go rest and tomorrow is another day? So this explanation is looking to one program that we have that is called QoS and QoE for Wi-Fi. So find technology and capabilities that the network can expose network QoS metrics to the devices, and the device and the identity provider behind the device can make smarter decisions. And this can be super impactful. For example, we have many mobile operators here, so it can help a lot for a mobile carrier to decide, should I offload or not into that Wi-Fi? Or for example, it can solve a very famous problem that we discuss a lot in WBA, that is the parking lot problem. So my device is too far away from the network. Should I connect now or should I wait a few more seconds until the environment is better? So the ability to share this information is really impacting the user experience on Wi-Fi using this technology like OpenRoaming and Passpoint. Part of this work includes as well some of the engineers involved on the work, in particular, Mark Grayson from Cisco and Josh Redmore from Cable Labs. They did a submission into IETF to have one radius attribute that is called Connect Info. And that radius attribute is really to focusing on sharing real-time network information that the devices can make those more intelligent decisions. But not happy enough. I think I have one more chapter on my story. So we go back, man in black, in front of the nightclub door, scanning for everyone. And now this guy is no longer 20 years old, Tiago. This guy now is a police officer. So this guy does whatever he used to do. So do you want to connect? Do you want to enter? Give me your code. Police officer comes and say, oh yeah, code red. Oh, code red. Oh, please, you can enter. I shut down the music, I turn on the lights, I clean up the dance floor. So all in, you can enter and do whatever you need to do. So this is part of a symbolic explanation of one program that we have in WBA that is about mission-critical emergency services over Wi-Fi. Yesterday, for those of you that attend yesterday sessions at the Wireless Global Congress, we got a lecture about emergency services and mission-critical services from our good friend, Mark Grayson from Cisco. I don't have the time to go deeply on the program, but the plan is, how can we run E911 calls over Wi-Fi when cellular is not available, or when we are not using a SIM-based credential? As well, how can you prioritize first responders' identities over a Wi-Fi network? And as well, how can we have mass messaging from the network for all users that are connected to a network in scenarios where there is no cellular coverage? So we have been working on these technologies for quite some time. On the QoS QoE program, for those of you that are members of the Alliance, you can see tomorrow and Thursday, we have demonstrations how QoS is today allowing smart decisions on devices to get between the handover between cellular and Wi-Fi. And we have a demo as well on mission critical and emergency services. If you are interested in these topics, if you are a member, consider to join the work groups that are leading these programs. And if you are not a member, consider to join the Alliance. We love to have new members. And help us to shape the industry forward, and in particular, how to use OpenRoaming to help us to have a better connectivity and shape the future of Wi-Fi and connectivity for all of us. So thank you, everyone.